what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Oh, wow. I kind of figured something like that was going down with the whole where he's like, we got to end at 10. I've got things to do. And other people are like, what are you going to do when you get to like, okay. I'll say this. That's ironic. The title has absolutely nothing to do with that. If people jump in here and be like, you're celebrating, like the title has nothing to do with Aaron. It has as much to do with Aaron as I knew about all of this going in, which was nothing. Why? Because I don't keep tabs on that stuff. That's his life. Crutches is gonna celebrate. No, we're talking about it was about the city of Philadelphia celebrating, you know, the CCP and Tina Turner's hometown celebrating her. We have a lot of stories about celebration. I guess I didn't, again, not knowing that stuff was going down, because like I didn't ask him, he didn't tell me, so didn't know what the fuck that was about. So if that's what you're expecting me to celebrate, no, I would not celebrate such thing. You know what I am celebrating? I'm celebrating how good I've been feeling with this ivermectin on day 1. And so we're going to take day 2 in a little bit here and see if it keeps going. It's not true. These guys always come up with fan fiction. Here's what I've learned with that. There's some fan fiction. There's some not fan fiction, to the point where I like during my show, I don't care. Like, you know what? Ask me how I feel about it tomorrow morning during Aaron's show. If he's doing a show, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Horse paste for the brain. I have felt a little clearer in the head. Steel tip crutches show for 2 weeks. God no. I'm not getting up. Look, if I have zero preference on how this thing went. That's Aaron's thing. I have no idea. Like, again, I haven't been keeping track. A lot of people I realize are now assuming I did. No, I'm not doing his show for 2 weeks. I'm doing my show. I'll do my show at my time. But I'm not doing his. I don't know anything. I didn't know there was a sentencing thing. Like, I figured it out before I started my show, because I saw somebody steel toe sentencing extravaganza, and I was like, okay, that's one. That's a weird, okay, that's your W. Okay. Fuck his show, says Lexi. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say fuck his show. I like doing his show when I'm on it, but I'm ultimately, I'm saying this. If I'm not getting up at that early in the morning on my own and doing a show by myself, like, no. So that's on him. This is the Game Over podcast. Let's not be gay, you dabbletards. I mean, dude, like, if, no offense, Rusty, but if he is going through sentencing today and any of that is true, you don't expect them to take a fucking... Here's what I'm tired of going, like, I don't care, because I don't care. Like, I'm tired of telling you I don't care. But what do you think? But I don't care. But what do you think? But I just told you I don't care. So, weird internet. Like I said, I'm gonna handle this one the way I've handled every other situation. I'm going to worry about it when it actually affects days I'm supposed to be on the show. And if it means that I'm not doing a show, then I'm not doing a show. So fucking Rabbi Smoothie, I'd be your co-host, but I'm not getting up that early either. Right? Like I hate to say this. I do stand-up comedy and DJ work. I'm more of a night owl person. Like, it's easier for me, and I'm a gamer, like, it's easier for me to stay up till 4 a.m. than it is to get up at 4 a.m. You understand what I'm saying to you? Weird internet freaks while streaming on the internet. I mean, what do you think? Well, we are in the same pool, Steve. I don't know what we're saying here. Weird internet freaks while streaming on the internet. Am I freaking? I'm not freaking. I am very excited for my pill. That's what I'm excited for. I felt a little stiffer and stuff earlier, and I'm like, it's like it's wearing off. Like we gotta take our boost in about 5 minutes. I'm keeping this on the timing. We're keeping it to the timing. How you feeling, buddy? Day 2 today, right? Well, I'm taking one pill every 24 hours. Is the way we're doing this right now. One pill every 24 hours. And the way I'm seeing this, one pill every 24 hours, about 4 minutes, I'm going to take another pill for day 2. I'm going to say I felt great last night. I felt good this morning. I'm going to say my hand strength seems like it might be going back to where it wasn't feeling awesome. But that's like right now when we're about to do dose number 2. So I'm like, oh. Okay, again, like, who cares? Like, here's why I don't care about the reporting of it. I'm not going to look into it. There's times when it's been true. There's times when it's been false. I'm ultimately not going to give a shit. Like I said, I'll care when I hear, something's affecting my streaming schedule. And I will say this, though. Well, I have professed that I don't care. Like long term, if it were to be like a long term thing, I would be sad. Like, I'm gonna finally be walking again and can't be back in studio. It's true, dipshit. I don't care. I guess I don't know where you're here, where you missed. You must not have been listening that first time where I said I hear reports like this constantly. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. I didn't say whether or not yours was. I just prefaced it with, so now when I get them on my show, during my show, I don't care. Like, I don't bother even processing it. Because why? It's not anything I can deal with right now. And half the time, like I said, half the time it falls. Just ban the tired, please. No, I don't want to necessarily ban anybody over, like, unless they really ask for it. Like I said, I can't get the weird part is like I wasn't, it's somehow not caring means I don't believe them. How the fuck will Aaron get more time than that rackets? Again, this is where I don't want to get into this on my show. I don't care. Again, I have no idea. If anyone needs a break, just keep on it. Yeah, dude, I don't know. We'll see. I'm less concerned with his time than I'm more concerned with my $60. Like, I got $60, so I got to find a way to squirrel out of the show today, and we're nervous about making that happen. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and we'll take. Do you think it'll matter if I go 2 minutes early? I feel like 2 minutes early doesn't mean anything, right? Like 2 minutes. T-2 to horse meds enter your system, says St. Teacher. Right, like I'm kind of feeling like 24 hours, what's 2 minutes, you know? Sorry, John, that's all I was saying. Oh, dude, no, I'm not like pissed at anyone. I just, again, it's a weird thing. Like, I'm not pissed. I'm more annoyed at getting annoyed. I guess I don't control my emotions enough. Getting annoyed isn't me pissed off. Those are two entirely different things. Annoyed, and I'm not even annoyed with you. I just, again, the I don't care part when I have to do that. But Aaron, again, here we go. Here we go again. May have to just not have the chat on the screen. Are you craving carrots, apples, and alfalfa? No on all 3 counts, but I have been eating more. So there is that. I'll say this. There's worse things in the world than craving apples and carrots. 2 very, very healthy foods. Excellent source of vitamins. And I think technically carrots are like a sugar, right? That's why they caramelize well. I don't know. All right. Better being on time in case it screws something up. Right, that minute and a half makes all the difference. Like, no, I get you. But most medications, like, there's like grace period windows, and that's where I'm like, you take it a couple minutes early, is it really gonna break the bank? Again, I don't give a shit. I'm kind of busy doing my own show. What are we celebrating? We're not celebrating so much as we had a lot of I just tried to come up with a title for the show today, and so like Tina Turner's hometown is honoring her, so there was like a celebration there. We have a story from Philadelphia. They wanted to celebrate the anniversary of the CCP. Why Philadelphia wants to celebrate the anniversary of the founding of the Chinese Communist Party seems weird to me, but they did. So they raised a flag. So we had that, and then we had a Jimmy Dean State Fair story. It's just kind of like celebratory stuff. I thought there was a third one. You know what? It might be the BBC video thing. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but yeah. So we got that. Philly, did Rocky Balboa come home? What would that have to... St. Caesar, I have a logical question. What would fucking Rocky Balboa have to do with Philadelphia honoring the anniversary of and celebrating the anniversary of the founding of the Chinese Communist... I get, do you just, see things and go, Philadelphia, Rocky? Is it like that? It's weird. It's weird. That's a weird grab. CCCP celebration. Everyone knows you celebrate. Nazis, they have BBQ too soon. A lot of pills are every 12 hours. Can you split those pills? Says fill some holes. I mean, technically, yeah. But again, nothing was really described on this. I'm fine with it this way. We'll see how we do. I will be awarded the Sean Connery Open Hand of Understanding Award this Friday. That's a lot. Smooch the Brown Star. I didn't expect anything. I don't care. I didn't even till right before my show and I saw the people streaming about it. I'm like, and it made sense given the whole way today was ending at 10 and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's the thing. So I have no idea. People are saying, yeah, that's what people are saying. Keep a ivermectin journal. Let us know if you suddenly develop a craving for apples, carrots, and oats. Yeah, someone got one in. Johnny, let us know if you buy a bucket of horse electrolytes. Red Scooper, I don't think they make horse like a salt lick. Are you saying I'm going to be using a salt lick? That's not. Let's hope not. I would certainly not want to be using a salt lick. It's a weird one. Lab Glass with $20. I'll gladly celebrate all the BBCs. Thank you, Labby. Thank you very, very much. Now I'm gonna test a theory here, because if this works this way, then I can guesstimate in real time. Because we didn't do anything today on there yet. So let's go over here and see if it says exactly what we've done today and refresh. I bet it won't though, and that's why we can't do it. Yep, that's why we can't do it. We'll figure it out. All right, we'll check towards the end of the show and see how that is. But thank you for the $20. I think it's 15. So we're roughly around 45. Thank you very, very much, Labby. We'll share the links so we do that before I forget. We're going until 4:30 today. I didn't know that stuff was... Oh my God, it's Wheels, says Psycho. What's Wheels? What's Wheels? I don't know what Wheels are. Alrighty, so there we are. Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal, and the merch store with all of our shirts and awesome stuff. Let's go here and share. Bam. Let's go here And, oh, wait, why am I doing it this way? Fuck it, we're already this far in. Why change things now? And then do it that way there. So there you go. And then I'll pin these. I have seen dumb YouTubers say horse gator powder. Horse Gatorade powder. What's horse Gatorade powder? And why do I need horse stuff just because the ivermectin? Again, ivermectin is prescribed for people for a variety of conditions. It, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, was a medicine originally derived, I think, for people. Either way, it's I'm on the people kind. I'm on the people kind. Promi, I got a long fucking drive. This better be entertaining to listen to you. I can't promise that, Psycho. I can't promise you that at all. And yeah, I get it that now that I saw your full name over there. I have 3 chats. There's 3 on the screen. There's 2 on there. I'm keeping up with a lot of people, and someone else I stream with, I guess, is getting shit on pretty heavily right now. So it's just there's a lot going on, man. Ivermectin won awards for its effectiveness before science died during COVID. Mectin straight to the vein. No, it's just a pill. It's just a pill. I haven't developed any superpowers nor any weird horse cravings. Ivermectin is very safe. I'm not worried about it. Hey, I don't want excuses. I want entertainment. Get to it. Well, you know, it'd be a lot easier if you didn't you just say you're driving? I've got a long drive to listen to you. Well, fucking maybe pay a little more attention to the road, Psycho. Maybe a little more. There's 3 chats and 1 for bots. Well, Kick is I am driving. Yeah, so maybe don't text and drive. Or I keep this conversation going. You and I argue until you find a fence post you really like. Dance Monkey. Honestly, the dancing thing, that doesn't seem that far off. Hand strength has been generally up. Leg spasticity has been down. I can make this work. I think it's going the right direction. It's like Johnny's Exotic Meats. We are just joking around. Well, I mean, tell that to some people like the IRS. Raid. What about Raid? Oh, I have the Raid this Sunday, the streamer Raid that we'll be doing. I'll be good for Raid tonight. I think my hand will be nice and strong for that. So, yay. And I just took my second pill, 10 minutes ago? So we'll see how we're doing in a few hours. I'm going to have to start editing each day together so we can keep track of it in a video form and just kind of keep a video diary. And then post that like a really fucking lame goddamn high school chick. Here's my diary day 3 on ivermectin. I need Taco Bell. I hungry. Brian, I don't know why you're complaining to us. That sounds like a you problem. Read up, you special child. What do you mean read up? Read up on what? I've done all the stuffs. Leg spasticity reminds me of Shaka. Dude, we all miss Shaka. Shaka was one of the great losses to fucking woke culture. I mean, the fact that he existed on our show was fun. I miss him. Thank you for that too. Let's add that there. So yeah, I think we pinned it in all 3. We make $60. That's our nut for the day, and we say thank you. We've got a bunch of stories to talk about. I was gonna go over the Hillshire Farm 50 million pounds of Jimmy Dean State Fair items recalled for possible wood contamination. I don't know that you know what? I might save that one for later. Are a lot of us planning to go get frozen corn dogs? I don't think so. And that's the weirdest part. So you've got corn dogs and state fair food, wood contamination. Aren't they just served on a stick? What is the contamination with the wood? Fuck it, I'll read it. You can't pick a lane, really, you think? Alrighty. So the Hillshire Brand Company, a subsidiary of Tyson Foods, issued a voluntary recall on September 27th for more than 24 products sold under its State Fair Jimmy Dean brands, and the recall notice from the U.S. Food Safety. What about the... Out of abundance of caution. They didn't say anything else other. It's wood contamination and an abundance. I have so many questions. The products that have been recalled are pancakes and sausage on a stick. So again, you're selling products on a stick and they're wood contaminated. No, the stick was part of the equation. That's not contamination. That's the method of conveyance. Why are we've got no explanation on what contaminated the wood. Look, if we've got contaminated wood getting out in people's mouths, I think we need to know about it. This is not acceptable. Contaminated wood. Johnny's 100 Days of Horsehood, a perfect parody of Dylan Mulvaney's. That's not a bad idea. And then I just get like a horse mask and I start wearing that. Hell yeah, I am giving me some frozen corn dogs. I don't trust them. Yeah. Wow. What's wrong with the sticks? There's contaminated wood. Johnny likes wood in his mouth. No, Brian, I'd like to trust that the wood in my mouth isn't contaminated. I'd like to trust that if there's wood in my mouth, it's clean wood and it's supposed to be there doing the job it's intended. I don't trust anybody that can't give me a standing ovation, yet here I am. Well, you have a very, very tall list of demands, sir. You can suck it. And it's not that I can't give you a standing ovation. It's that you don't deserve one. I totally could. It's a lot of effort, yes, but that means simply that you need to earn it more. So feel free to, you know what you can do? Bit subs and support in the Venmo, and we'll call it Squaresies. They use treated lumber. I mean, flip it. Flip what? Where's Rabbi Smoothie's first one? Flip what? Is something to be flipped? Did I miss a thing? I could have missed a thing. You know what? Let's make sure I didn't miss a thing. It's easier if you keep the apps open, you idiot. So let's just open the phone and open the apps and then call it a day. So, Mr. Q, that would suck and not in the food way. Well, again, treated with, why? How do you get the wood treated, mixed with the non-treated, because we know we're doing it for food. Don't they make, the sticks for the food all at the same time and place? Or am I wrong on this? I feel like I need to know. Rabbi Smoothie, clip. Oh, clip it. Clip it. Okay, I said something. I can't even keep track of it now. We're having a lot going on, which is great because the show's already moving very quickly. We've got 3 hours left, and I have $60 to make today to keep today as an above water day, and we'll see how we do. Mr. Q, China CCP poisoning us again. Well, I believe it, but hey, at least we're throwing them a party in Philadelphia. In fact, fuck it, let's go over to that, because the Bin Trong thing that I wanted, the Bearcat thing I wanted to show Digger, she's not here now, so we can't do that one. China has been a subject of discussion. I didn't realize this now. Philadelphia plans to raise the communist Chinese flag in front of City Hall to mark the founding of the regime. You know, the regime that totally hasn't committed human rights atrocities and been a continual pressure against us, to try and compete as a world superpower. No, China. We're such great buddies with them.
On September 30th, Philadelphia plans to raise the communist Chinese flag in front of City Hall.
Oh, so we don't actually have a picture of it. We just have you saying.
Mastriano calls it a terrible idea, saying the flag is offensive to Chinese Americans who fled the communist system to pursue freedom in America.
That's being politically correct here and say no to raising a flag over our city here that oppresses people, throws Christians in jails, takes out...
I honestly, I want to know who's pushing for the flag. No, guys, look. Do the Chinese do a lot of horrible things? Yes, but there's some good stuff too. Guys, we can't hate China. We have cell phones. Who do you think makes all the cell phones? Think where we would be without China. All the children whose toys don't have lead in them. Like, what are we doing? What's wrong with human rights atrocities? I commit those daily. Yes, I can. Says like, well, I guess you can. 4 people died from pasta from Walmart. Really? So wait a minute. So is the pasta poisoned, or are people just not handling their carbohydrates? Did they overeat the? Now, how did the pasta kill them? Was it suddenly salad? Still, it's the stupidest bit. It's not for anyone else but me. It's just for me. But God, I love it. It's one of those things. You know what I mean? Suddenly salad. Figure it out. Celiacs? From what? The pasta or wait? Now I'm confused. Are we talking about the pasta or the CCP? Does the CCP have celiacs?
Organs of people in prison, who persecutes minorities, and it needs to stop.
Oh, wow. When you say it like that, it sounds bad. All right, so now I got another thing. Okay, I hear you on all those points, sir. Now, counterpoint, Israel. I'll wait. Oh, fun times. I don't fucking here's what I'm gonna worry about all of that when I find out how it, I'm not worried. I'll find out how he goes tomorrow and the rest of the week. Then I'll worry about it. And even then, I won't worry about it. You know what I've learned lately? To be happy with the things that are in my control, kind of make peace with the things that aren't, and do the best I can swimming forward. And that whole thing is all out of my control. Remember the bodies exhibits? Look where they got them. Listeria. Oh, it's listeria with the pasta. Well, thank God. What? Chinese communist pasta? That's a good one. It's the Chinese communist pasta with the listeria that's killing people. No, you're mixing two stories. People at Walmart bought Chinese communist pasta. No, again, we're slow down, Timmy. You'll be able to figure this out if you just breathe. Breathe, my son. So yes, the Philadelphia plans to raise the Chinese communist flag over City Hall to honor the founding of the CCP, which again, I feel like nobody asked for. The Chinese people largely don't seem to be big fans of the CCP unless they're agents of the CCP. Those are the only people we've got that are raving fans of it, or the spies. That's it. 2187, Johnny. 2187. I don't know what that is. Philly is asshole, but we all knew that already, says Fire Red Podcast. I mean, it's to be assumed, but I didn't know we had to celebrate it. They should have organized CCP flag. Oh, says why the flag burning? Ooh, that would be interesting if a bunch of former Chinese nationals, Chinese immigrants that came here, they all organized a protest. Because that number, MSO, that's Aaron's cell number. I really hope not. I don't want people's numbers up on the screen. The chat is on the screen, dude. That's not cool. That's really not cool. So, where's the chat highlights thing? Is it this one? No, that's the highlights. Where did the chat wall go? I don't even remember where there it is. I asked for it. You asked for what? It's in code. Oh, well, great. Fuck if I know. This is how not attached to that situation. That's you really? I don't know. The last time I looked, fuck if I know. Instagram Reels has a lot of Chinese propaganda. Yeah, but that's because Instagram and a lot of other places steal from TikTok, and guess who owns TikTok, at least for a while? So, the jogger with the big Yahoo's number. Yahoo's number. I don't know what we're talking about. Which jogger? I don't think I did a story about a jogger. Yeah, I don't look at. Yeah, now I'm just flat out confused. You know what it is? It's me being nervous about my own goal today, and everybody else talk about other stuff that I could give a shit. Yeah, again, like I could give a shit. I'm getting annoyed with the I could give a shit thing. Like I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying I don't care. Like, hey thing. Like, right. I get it. You've got a problem. Fuck off. I've got a bigger issue to deal with, and I could give a shit about it. Your boss doing it because I'm kind of doing a thing here. Like, again, how many times does this shit have to happen? I don't give a shit. I do 2 days on his show. Yes, I don't care. I have my own goal and my own show to do. So since you're so not that, is this thing on? I don't care. I'm about to start. Oh yeah, thank you, Rusty Grammar. I don't know if they're timed out or what, but Doom Clone, I thought you were friends. And you're not friends. Oh, see, this is what I mean. Like, I have my own shit to do, and this shit fucks with my shit because I could fucking give a shit. So, I thought you were friends. Well, hey, at least no one thought you were a decent human being. But you care so much. Dude, why should I give a shit? I didn't do any of the actions. I'm not involved with any of this. This doesn't involve me. I just want to do my own fucking show. And, oh, yeah, here you go, Fiery. Here you go. Not only do I want to do my own show, I gotta make like $45. I got things to do. I don't again, I get that your whole life lives and breathes by the life of that man. Mine doesn't. I guess it's so weird. I'm not beholden. Yeah, I don't care. Because what does that afford me? Nothing. I don't get nothing out of it. It's this weird, like ride or die thing that I guess, I can't, I don't know how, and it's not that I can't. Jellyfish Smelly. Who are we talking about? Everybody's losing their shit coming in here because of stuff, I guess, to deal with Aaron. And I, not only am I not following it, I generally just don't care. And so, oh, you don't care? You're his friend. So? So, does that mean I absolve him of consequence if he's serving consequences for his actions? If what you say is true? Otherwise, or are you lying to me and he's being completely railroaded? Again, I don't know, this weird thing where I'm not allowed to just be like, yeah, you know what? I didn't have anything to do with anything involved in any of that, so I don't give a shit. I've got my own problems. There's no call-in, sucks to suck. Oh, I'm not, well, dude, why would I want these people calling in? Why would I want them calling? They're probably farming for clips. Well, probably. They live off of... Dude, if they really got their way, their meal ticket would be gone. That's, again. And, so, fuck them. Hey, what happened in court today? I don't know. This is the wrong place to come to ask. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good way to do it. Damn, I'm at the wrong show. Probably at the wrong show. So, anyways, Tina Turner, where's the video? I thought we had a video for this. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, my God, that's not good. Do we, let's see if we can get, a YouTube video of the Tina Turner statue. I don't want to show people these pictures. It has to look better, in some sort of video format. It can't be as bad as it sounds.
And is going to be here
and looks
early.
in that image.
But then,
all right, let's get over here and see what this is.
Turner fan.
Oh dear! Oh my God!
I am. I'm dressed as Tina now.
Are you a Tina Turner fan or not? Otherwise, I have a lot of questions. Mostly, look, I don't care how you explain what's going on here, from real life choices to just you're doing a bit. It's the out in public part. Let's not.
Well, the competition is on for that.
She's universal, just like music is a universal language.
I mean, I don't think Tina Turner is universal. Like, one, Tina Turner's music couldn't be understood by people who didn't speak English. She only sang in English. Like, so I mean, universal is a stretch. Like, Tina Turner running around in Japan, I want to dance with somebody. They don't know what you're saying unless they speak English. Most of them do, but it's not the point.
There are those with the tattoos, those with the whole look.
They don't need another hero, 'cause Tina's body's getting cold. She's been dead since like 2023, guys. She's been dead since 2023. To hear about the weekend, Aaron will have to do. Again, yeah, I heard. Thank you. Kind of annoying with the yes, we heard. That's just, again, like the we heard and I don't care. Oh.
This is really hard to beat. Larry Evans.
This is scary as shit. I am now, like, seriously, how is this not an offense? Like, we couldn't get a better Tina Turner impersonator? Literally, nobody? Just the guy who does Medea, just that guy? That's all we got left. Fuck.
I mean,
so literally Tyler Perry. That's it. Tyler Perry. Just Tyler Perry. You don't care about another win for the toe? No, I'm trying to do a show. And yeah, thank you very much, Rusty Grammar. So we'll just start squashing it, because it's not like I'm not seeing names that regularly show up in the chat. They're just coming in here to do this thing, which yeah. Why block the super chats? Because they're being shitbags. I mean, like, we have the chat on the screen. I mean, I can just take the chat off the screen. I wouldn't regularly be caught here, dork. Oh, get it. He's too cool for us, but somebody who's so cool has to brag about something. So literally, like, you're too cool for us, but you had to celebrate your win here because you didn't have anywhere else better to be. Aw. Well, then here, let me solve your problem. If you then there you go. There you go. These tards really have no life, do they? No, they don't. That's why they have to come. Saint Caesar. That's why I am Hawk. So wait, I can't. That's the sad thing. I blocked him. Tony Hawk or ER? Don't cry. No, I'm not crying. I'm laughing at how sad your guys' lives are that you're still here doing this. If anything, I'm mildly annoyed because I just kind of want to do my own show. So I think, like, here's what we'll do. We'll do that guy too. There you go. Don't cry. Oh no. He said don't cry. That means I'll do it. Just because someone is your friend doesn't mean you condone their questionable actions. And that is all. I don't think Johnny is in the wrong to not fucking care. I'm honestly not going to stop what I'm doing to give a shit right now. Like I said, I've got my own goals to meet today. And so we got 2 more there. So then we're at like 4. We're at like 4 there. So that'll go there. 4 for that. I'm particularly interested in how he cooked the peacock balls. I don't know what you're talking about. There are no peacock balls. Wild Saffron, a New York Times article. Florida pet peacock killed. Oh, that's what you're talking about. You're talking, like, I thought you were doing a meat market thing, Wild Saffron. You're doing an actual story. Now I'm curious. We might have to get into that. I want to hear Ethan Ralphsbergy take. Go for it. I could care about it. Why? Again, like, it's not like me giving a shit affects any of it. It's like doing my, and does me giving a shit or pretending to give a shit give me money? No. Do I want to fake it to make the money? No, not really. So yeah, I guess we'll go back to doing this. And right, remember, he had nowhere else better to be. So yeah, we heard you the first 2 times. I just getting 15 days in the slammer. And again, I'm going to file that under, and I give a shit why? Did I do anything for that? No? Oh. Johnny, me and you have a lot in common. I, too, can't afford to pay my bills. Well, I can afford to pay my bills, DG. And, but it's like, that's going to stop being a thing if these goals don't make the money, like the little budget they have. Then if we don't make those goals regularly, yeah, that stops being a thing. And then I have to start digging into what little savings I have. And really, by the time we've reached that point, it's find a job time. So it just changes my schedule. These are all things we've done. Was that a real cat or a button? That is a real cat. That is a very real cat who has a very real love affair with a very fake stuffed dog. And I don't know if it's consensual. I'm unsubscribing. Oh, no. We lost Swan D. Kelly. Oh, no. I'm only here because my other choice was hell. Oh, I'm sorry, Rabbi Smoothie. Lexi saying hi, Al. Yeah, Al has a pretty solid fan base and a regular afternoon love session that has been a sort of audio guest on the show. All right. Just like, because I'll explain this since you're really dumb. 'Cause I'm busy right now. Durr. Why don't you care? 'Cause I'm busy doing my show right now. Like, obviously, something you don't give a shit about. Kind of like the same way you don't care how some of the people you idolize, and I don't even idolize that guy, I just work with him. Like, some of the people you idolize say some very questionable shit or do questionable shit. The same way you don't care about any of that. I don't care what you think about this or the fact that you need to keep bringing it up. Is that Rosie O'Donnell? Oh, yeah, no, we've got Rosie O'Donnell's thing on there. Thanks for your donations. Yeah, thanks for the donations, though. I have to add those up. I appreciate that. Thank you, Fettuccine El Boo Boo. So there is, that upside to it. At least, who am I carrying? I'm not hearting these. You don't get the heart. Oh, I can't undo it? There we can. All right, so what are we at? That's 4. So there, that counts as a solid 5. So that puts us down at 55 before we take whatever we made off of the other channels today, too. So Rabbi, yeah, it's a good time. If people don't do questionable shit at times, they are liars and or fads. That's probably true. I have no idea of that at all. Yes, Red Scooper, you hear Alucard. He's in the middle of it, shall we say. If Johnny filmed it, it could be... No. I'm not... No. Digger is on vacation and I'm never doing any of that behavior with her. The dong watch is over. Yes, the dong watch is over. That happened this morning. What was this one? This is the Tina Turner statue in Brownville. So yeah, that does kind of look like Rosie O'Donnell. She came back just for this.
Someone here wearing a shirt.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
All right, I got to get that for Fettuccine El Poo Poo. Before I do, I need to address... Are you wearing a shirt with a picture of a person standing next to someone with a Tina Turner likeness? So, are you wearing a shirt with a picture of a Tina Turner impersonator standing next to a person? I'm terrified that this lady better be the one wearing the shirt. I'm going to ring the cowbell. When we get back, that lady better be the one wearing the shirt, or what is going on? All right, so firstly, cowbell for our buddy Fettuccine El Poo Poo. Subscribe to the channel for 36 months. Thank you so much. Cowbell coming in. Hey-oo. Psycho Sniper, how do I become an audio guest on the show? Sniper, since I've met you, met you in an audio sense sometimes, fucking wouldn't be the worst thing I've heard. Wouldn't be the worst thing I've heard. Unblock BYB. I fucking don't care. No. I'm not going to unblock BYB. Did I block BYB? If they got blocked, that was a while ago, and I'm not really. Yeah, again, like a boyfriend. I do the show twice a week. And the I don't care part you think would somehow point out how you guys really need this to be like that serious. Like, I'm supposed to be wounded. Oh, watch. And like, I don't know anything about what's going on, but watch. He's going to get like, he shows up and does weekends for like a month or whatever. And it's a nothing burger. And it's like, oh, well, like, if he's back on doing his show tomorrow, then I'm sorry. Giving a shit is officially losing. In fact, I would say even if he isn't, if it's not directly affecting your life, if nothing in your life is affected by it, giving a shit is your loss. Anyways, this lady better be this lady in the picture. Or I guess maybe this lady, but then why are you wearing a t-shirt with some random person? This isn't Tina Turner. Why are either of these people on your t-shirt? Again, I guess you need to see a doctor because you're so hard of hearing. I'm busy doing this. I'll give you my opinion after my show. How does that sound? Oh, wait, I won't give you my opinion after the show because I'm not going to look into it after the show. I'm not going to worry about it. It doesn't affect me. The whole thing. F question mark. Did we lose? Oh, we lost a KBS. We had a KBS drop. The Tina Turner lookalike is killing my KBS. KBS dip. Yeah. It's a real bad one. I really don't need the KBS dipping now. And we're back up. Up, back down. Back down. We back. We were for a hot minute. Let's see. There we go. Stabilizing. What time is it now? 1:46. Yep, it's not. It's just everything at once today. Just everything all at once today. Back up. Yeah, it is back up. It is back up. Don't forget to take your pill. Thank you, Wild Saffron. I did. I took it at 1:09. I took it in a minute early. Some people were concerned, but thank you for worrying about that. Yes, we are back. It's I don't fucking care. Like again, I don't care what they realize or who does what. It was it something I did, said, or was involved in? But I don't really give a shit. It's not my life. Hey, Monday, knock it off before I ban your ass. What's Monday doing? Did we have a problem with Mondays? They made one comment a while ago. Like, I mean, all right. So, the KBS is back up. I have my theories. Let's test it. Let's see if it's this impersonator that's bringing down the KBS.
River in my sleep.
Of course you could. Now it's just again. This is so like. This is her hometown. Do you think she's embarrassed? Like I'd like to know her opinion of this, of how she's being received.
Larry's one of a whole bunch of people gathered in Brownsville for an unveiling a long time coming. It was May 2023. I drove to Nutbush. This is where Anna Mae Bullock grew up, who would become known to the world as rock icon Tina Turner.
Welcome to Nutbush, Tennessee, birthplace of Tina Turner.
Great. So it's never gotten any bigger. Not even after the song did a little bump, huh?
This was one day.
Not being a dick, sir, just informing you, no audio on Twitch. It will come back. Oh yeah, it'll come back. I ain't worried about it. It's off because of the KBS drop, which God, that sucks. No worries, I guess. Says no worries. KBS crutches bullshit stream. Oh, I can't control it. I don't know what the deal is. Fucking, it's not like our goal's flying down. Our biggest action has been lab glass and then people wanting to shit on somebody. Johnny's just jealous that he won't be getting the lab glass cure. I don't need it. I got my pills. He also plays Scar in the Lion King Broadway musical. No, that's the Tina Turner impersonator that showed up to the statue that they dedicated to her memorial in her hometown.
After Tina died.
Like if you just had like a really, really fat cross-dressing lady to do an Elvis impersonation in Elvis's hometown.
Growing up, Tina was often in neighboring Brownsville. That includes her years.
Oh, King Kong Dong Brownsville is the name of my toilet. That's wrong. That is so wrong.
Attending and playing basketball at Carver High. After she died, people here began talking about the need for some kind of tribute to Tina, and that included Mayor William Rawls.
Great opportunity to honor someone who deserves it.
Right. Again, but then let's think about the people that got to show up. This statue better be on point. We've seen some pretty fucked up dedication statues lately. I point to the Martin Luther King stuff where it's just like it's weird fucking fifth grader silly putty art that's on display.
This was set in Brownsville's Heritage Park, and it was announced a 7-foot 9-inch statue would be funded by Ford Motor Company. Mary Ann Donovan is with Ford.
People from all over the world will come and see this.
I don't know about that. And it's a weird that people from all over the world will come and see this, and we immediately cut to this guy. Which again, Tyler Perry's got to get work somewhere else.
The history of this community.
Oh, so it went out, LOL. Thought I lost him. Yeah, no, it dropped. It dropped for just a bit. I am Walter. Johnny! Sorry if the audio's fucky. The audio. It's KBS issue. Boom. There we go. KBS issue. That's not Tina. That's Tito Turner. Yes, that is definitely Tito Turner. Now I'm curious. Is that a girl or a guy? Is that a guy or which gender are you people?
And Tina Turner is from this area.
We are Nut Bush.
Sculptor Fred Aginoga was hired for the job.
All right, dude. Like, again, if you're going to volunteer to put your face up there, you better hope this doesn't suck. Because, again, we've had a few dedications, especially to people of color. They haven't gone well.
We see her hand holding the mic, her finger like this. I use that to explain there is only one Tina Turner.
She took on the world. She became something great. A winner on the stage.
All right, I want to see the statue. I mean, it could have been worse. That is a powerful. That is a powerful hair palm thing. That thing's got to be top heavy. How long until it gets vandalized? Why does she have the finger pointing up?
The voice of Tina Turner was.
She's giving somebody a proctology exam.
First heard by many 65 years ago with A Fool in Love. From there, she drew a fan base that crossed.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. She drew a fan base across the world. Right, she did, but I'm sorry. Most of those ladies look really old. I need 4 locos to see if that's Tina Turner. Liquid excrement was taken. I hope not. Ford supported Germany in World War II. I thought Volkswagen, didn't they have their own, the people's car, the Volkswagen? It's a horrible thing to admit, Brian. That is a horrible thing to admit. Why would you do such a thing? Excuses. I can't help that. I didn't control the KBS drop thing. I've rebooted routers. I've redone Streamlabs. What am I supposed to do? Not as bad as the one they did of Ronaldo. That story hurt him. That story hurt a lot of people. Oh geez, where are my manners? Good afternoon, gringos and infidels. Oh. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Promi, don't name me. Come up there and tow you around. You keep threading this. Make me. Again, I feel, shouldn't you be driving, sir? You already pointed out you're driving. So I'd focus on that particular task while I focus on mine. I'm going to check. Looks like, yeah, nope, nothing on the Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, and Streamlabs. And so we'll see we've got somewhere in the realm of what was it? Somewhere in the realm of $40 ish to make today, considering what we've already done. I think. How much does Rumble take? Like, they don't take, like, so I get like 50. I don't know. Fuck it. Anyways, we got the next thing we're gonna do. I don't want to talk about that. We did the Tina Turner one. Trump unveiled his plan to bring peace to the Middle East. I don't know. Do we really want to talk about how the Gazans and the Israelis feel about it? We can get to it. King Kong Johnny is our crippled hero. I shouldn't be. The Charlie Kirk Memorial statue is better than the Ronaldo statue. Do they have a Charlie Kirk Memorial statue yet? That's pretty quick. Like, that's pretty quick. And you say Ronaldo, and I think Geraldo. So I was like, why would Geraldo have a statue? Isn't he even still alive? I saw a Superman movie. Better off watching dog shit turning white, says King Kong Dong. Well, there's a completely random take that nobody asked. Nukem solves the he problems. See, like, the audio's off on Twitch, so I don't know what that's even in reference to, because he's just watching on Twitch, so he can't hear a word I'm even saying right now. It's really, really strange. You know what it is? Disconcerting. The footballer Ronaldo, Johnny. Well, again, like I said, I said I heard Ronaldo and my brain thought Geraldo Rivera. It doesn't matter who Ronaldo actually is. It's the sound of his name. Listeria outbreak. Brian really wants me to talk about the Listeria outbreak. Plus, somebody in Rumble, Wild Saffron, had a Florida story worth looking into, and we'll look into that. There we go. Got that, and we'll grab Brian's rip and read there. We do have a fully prepped program. You know what? I don't want to do unlimited access with your continue without subscribing. Thank you. No. How do I? Okay, so guess what? We're not doing that story because it won't let me. All right, Listeria outbreak in Walmart, linked to prepared meals sold at Walmart and Trader Joe's, leads to 4 deaths? Okay, it's serious if there's 4 deaths. 2 new products have been linked to the outbreak. A Listeria outbreak linked to ready-to-eat pasta meals sold at popular grocery stores around the country has grown, with 3 million illnesses reported and 1 additional death. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shared in a September 26th update that the outbreak has now led to 20 reported illnesses, 19 hospitalizations, and 4 deaths in 15 states. Ooh. The source of the outbreak has not been confirmed, and the investigation is ongoing. However, preliminary testing has linked beef meatball marinara linguine meals sold under the brand Market Side and chicken fettuccine Alfredo meals sold under the brands Market Side, Home Chef, and Trader Joe's. As possibly linked to the outbreak, these products were available at Walmart, Kroger, and Trader Joe's stores nationwide. That's first semester stuff. All right, so the outbreak was first announced in June when manufacturer Fresh Realms said it was recalling some of its chicken Alfredo products due to the risk they were contaminated with bacteria and listeria. Since then, the beef meatball meals have been added to the list of affected products. Listeria is a type of bacteria that can be deadly if consumed by certain groups, such as elderly and immunocompromised and pregnant people. Dear Lord. So 4 people have died, and we've got like 35 have been like hospitalized with listeria infections. I wish I could post links for you, Johnny, but unfortunately your Wonder Bread cracker ace hasn't molded me because I'm a black Puerto Rican non-gender conforming. I don't know what you mean. Hasn't molded you. How am I? What am I? Da Vinci? What are you, a sculpture? I got to make you out of Out of fucking brick now? What, I gotta fucking mold you? Modded me. Why do we want links? Links to what? What do you want to link me? What do you want to link me, Los Federales? What do you want to link me, sir? Plus, can't you put links in like the super annoyed Wawa supervisor. You never rip and read. That's first semester stuff. I guess I don't know what it means by first semester stuff. Give me a break. I'm driving in the friggin' sticks here. Well, then stop trying to chat on the show. Oh, he can. It's delayed. The audio's delayed. So you got your audio. So we're good. What do you want from me? Why does it have to rhyme, though? I don't. One of the four, I think, was a fetus, says Brian Science. Well, that's sad that a pregnant lady had that issue. Now I got to go back. I wish I could post links. Right. Lexi, if what they say about aliens is true, how many pancakes would it take to build a doghouse? I am completely... What do pancakes have to do with the equation? Why are pancakes even involved? Johnny, don't eat the linguine. I'm not going to eat the linguine. I'm on a strict diet of ivermectin right now. Just the horse paste. Just the horse paste for me. That's all we're doing. The horse paste and what would you call it? The antsy squirm over fearing things going the way things seem to be going. So what do you want from me? That's all there is to it. All right. Don't eat salty pancakes. Why would you? Good. Pancakes aren't supposed to be salty. You know, most people be happy that I'm watching their show, sir. I am happy you're watching my show. It's just, it's a lot going on, and I feel like you're very expectant. Like this is all supposed to cater to you. You, while very appreciated, you are a member of the audience, as in a group of people. You would seem to expect that this is going to be solely devised just for you. It's a weird expectation, and we're not here for that. I don't know that we're here for that either, but that's happening. Johnny's on a strict diet of grass, carrots, and milk. Makes a nice, strong, growing horse. Yeah, Al's here for the encore. Lexi, you are not wrong. Al is here for the encore. All right, so the listeria outbreak is linked to those ready-to-eat meals. So is it just like people aren't cooking the shit properly when they get them, or is listeria something that, like, if you bake your food properly, it's not a problem, or is that one of those where it's like, no, you're pretty much fucked if it's in there, you can't cook it out? I don't know. All right, so there we go. There, Tina Turner one down. That's the listeria story. We still have our first hour stuff, and then we get a couple of other things to go into. So did we do the Philadelphia thing? We did the Philadelphia thing. I guess, like, to say we cover all the news stuff. Donald Trump announced his plans for the Middle East. We're going to hear what supposedly Gazans and Israelis think about Trump's plan. I'm going to say I don't trust these people to have been provided or to have shown up on their own. Trump promised yesterday that there'd be peace. There will be peace and the hostages will be released. So Fettuccine El Poo, are you doing the survey set on the story? Or, yeah, you're pretty much fucked. I mean, the world is. What do you want from me? I got to do a thing. They got Johnny's boy. Did they? Did they? Okay. So, like, the annoying part is I can't just ban some people. I don't want to take the whole chat off the screen. I just, like, because I could give a shit that, like, I'm not saying you're not entitled to have your fucking victory lap. Just saying I don't care. From the listeria, you can't really cook it out. Oh. You can't cook out the listeria. Okay, so that's what that is. That's what the survey said sticker was. You can't cook out listeria. So if it got in there, then you're just boned. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about any time I ate a can of ravioli and I didn't cook it. What if you get listeria? Well, then I would have been boned from the get-go. Who's going to solve the situation? Who's going to save us from
Great day for
whatever.
Israel. I don't see anyone from right to left who's going to go against it.
Oh, really?
The only question is now if Hamas will approve.
All right, yeah. Again, I don't trust this for a second. I think these people were put together because you got a guy from Gaza going, well, they promised this peace, but we don't really trust this deal, and blah blah blah. Like, okay, and then the guy, yeah, we love it. Everybody's fine with it. It's totally great. Mm-hmm. You're just gonna keep pumping that narrative that's what's going on. Psycho, you won't necessarily die from listeria, compromised immune systems in older or young people. It affects a lot worse. But if you die, you are going to shit your brains out till you're dead, right? Contamination in the factory and cooking doesn't kill the bacteria. I see. There we go. No way to get rid of it. It's a horrible way to be. Eating listeria fucking tainted food. Dying because you dared to have a chicken linguine. And yeah, I don't. Let me exit the story. I don't care. What do Gazans and Israelites think of Trump's plan? I think these people were manufactured for the purpose of spewing political viewpoints. I don't care. And I have way more. Oh, that's the other reason I wrote today's show is celebrate, having nothing to do with the other stuff people were thinking of. McDonald's is bringing back the Monopoly game, guys. It's been over 10 years since McDonald's did the Monopoly game promotion, and I don't know what's changed, but they're bringing back the Monopoly game. Yeah, you're going to spend your last moments hoping for depends and begging for a sweet, quick death. That's dark. I've got one hand at 7:30. Does that count? Well, that's a halfway. Didn't McDonald's get busted for rigging it? That may be why they dropped it. Is that I could be that? I think I remember something about that. So that could be why they dropped it. Either way, whether that's why they dropped it or not, they're bringing it back for the first time since 2014. There are some changes. Apparently, it's on a new, primarily digital format. It has fewer physical peel-off items, and it's played within the McDonald's app and must be a rewards member to redeem. So you have to sign up for their rewards program. You have to use the app to buy stuff, but you could win prizes including airline miles, cars, and even $1 million. Well, I wouldn't say no to $1 million right now. That could be transformatively beneficial for me. I'm not a big money guy. I don't need a lot of money. $1 million would make kind of a big difference. There'd be a few changes to avoid scandal. Oh, like you were saying, avoid scandal, like the infamous 2001 McDonald's heist, where Jerome Jacobson, known as Uncle Jerry, stole all the winning tickets straight from the factory and sold the $1 million tickets for $50,000 each. Namely, the Monopoly board will be virtual on the company's reward app. There will be stickers on some food items that will need to be scanned in, but there will also be digital-only pieces. In addition to smaller dollar amounts, rewards points, and food prizes, here's what the McDonald's is offering for the prizes. Baltic Avenue and Mediterranean Avenue, an Audio-Technica turntable. I don't know who's competing for that. Oriental Avenue, Vermont Avenue, Connecticut Avenue. Choice of Polaris Ranger ATV, Indian Challenger motorcycle, or Polaris Slingshot 3-wheel. I know what one I'm getting. It's the 3-wheel. St. Charles Place, States Avenue, and Virginia Avenue will give you 1 million Airlines AA Advantage miles. St. James Place, Tennessee Avenue, and New York Avenue will give you a trip to Universal Orlando's Resort. Kentucky Avenue, Indian Avenue, Illinois Avenue, a trip for 4 to Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Atlantic Avenue, Ventanor Avenue? Was that one? I don't remember that one. And Marvin Gardens will give you a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee. That's not a bad price. Pacific Avenue, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania Avenue will give you $10,000 Lowe's gift card. And if you should score the coveted Park Place and Boardwalk, the big prize, it's a 2026 Winnebago View 24D RV motorhome. So there is no $1 million prize pieces. What's every collectible piece? You get one bonus play on their app. In order to win the million, you have to submit your bonus play at exactly the right moment, day or night, during the weeks of the promotion. The odds of winning the bonus play prize will be determined by the time the participant taps the tap to play button to initiate the bonus play. So there's no, so they won't tell. So the million, I don't believe the million's winning. I don't believe that Imholt Ave go directly to jail. The Monopoly game happens every year in the UK. We never got rid of it. The McDonald's Monopoly game. Are you guys still giving out $1 million or pounds or whatever that is? A Winnebago, that's not a prize. That's a money pit. I mean, I guess it depends who you are. I don't view it as a prize either. I'd never want one, but hey, if you really do, I guess I would probably sell it if I got it. I don't think I'd keep it. I don't really want that either. I'm disappointed that it's the app. I have the McDonald's app. I'm sad to say I have the McDonald's app, but I don't think I would. Don't think I would want that Winnebago. Come on, that's funny. It was funny. That's what I said. I said Imholt Avenue. Go to. I read it and chuckled and went, "Huh," because he got in trouble. What? I just can't win today. I just want to make my $40, man. We're getting close to. We got what? 2 hours left of the program. I don't know if we're gonna do it, man. I don't know if we're gonna do it. We'll find out. I'll save the bin to wrong thing. Those are the Bearcats, which are a scary creature. I can't tell if they're adorable or terrifying. I feel like I need to look up a video for that. We'll grab our second hour stories since we just got into the second hour. It's the ivermectin. What? That's making me antsy? I don't think so. I will say this. Hand does not feel like super duper strong compared to an hour ago, but like it feels stronger than it has in the past few days. I don't know. I'm not like, oh my God, better, but I don't feel any worse. I feel slightly improved, mildly improved, a breath of improvement. So we'll keep going with that. We have the second hour stories have a bunch of different things to cover. Good news. What's that, MSO? What's the good news? Johnny's nicer since taking that weird stuff. I'm a little more chill. I don't feel like I can, like, I'll be honest, I don't feel like I'm trapped in this job. Like, I love doing this show. Like,
He needs some milk.
Thank you. Who was that? Fettuccine El Poo Poo. Thank you very much. I don't feel trapped in this job anymore. Like, if this doesn't work out, I feel like I got the ability to do stuff. Wilbur, says Balls Deep. Will you be able to tell a difference in hand strength if you jack it? That's a very personal question, sir. It's a very personal question that requires me to devolve to you both which hand I used to jerk it with and how it's going there. All that from a single dose. No, a second dose today. The first dose by the end of my show yesterday. By the end of my show yesterday, I was remarking how this hand has had a lot of problems. I can't hold chopsticks. My grip is very questionable on this hand. Holding it holding my fingers straight and together is very difficult. My hand naturally kind of curls, and I've noticed that has been less of an issue. My hand has felt generally more powerful. In North America, the Monopoly Million was rigged. There was 1 prize for Canada and 2 for the States. An insider stole the pieces multiple years and sold them on the black market. We never had a chance. Yeah, now the it's federalized. Now the million it's going to be awarded at a specific time, and it's just whoever hits the button to demand a reward roll that gets that. Magic 8 Ball. Got to get that hand strength up for Digger. I got 2 hands. We'll be good. Got to get that leg strength up for Digger is what I got to do. Got to work on that. Got to solidify that core. I want to, I'm aiming to be a snack. If all of this shit's coming back, I'm aiming to be a snack. All right. So, oh God, that's right. We have a whole bunch of like, oh my God, what the fuck shit. We have a cyclist taunting ICE and trying to ride away. I've got a Vietnamese man that what did the Vietnamese guy do? Vietnamese man earning a world record for fucking 19 feet of fingernails. That's fucked up. An ER doc reveals why. An ER doc says people always ask the weirdest things he's pulled out of people's butt. So I assume you guys would probably ask that question too. Figured you might be interested in that story. And then we have a 65-year-old man who has a giant head-shaped tumor removed from his neck after refusing to go to the hospital for 16 years. So probably what I would consider the ultimate game of pimple popper. Fucking sledge-o-matic. So we'll get to all of those. We also have the story we're going to read right now. An imposter was found in a class of what was it? A 24-year-old illegal alien was posing as a Ohio high school student for an entire year. Anthony Emmanuel Labrador, that's Labrador Sierra. Johnny's legs have the muscular fortitude of linguine al dente. Yeah, I've said that before. That's one of my favorite things. My legs have I have the leg strength of al dente linguine noodles. It's a very fun joke. I enjoy it. Today on what we pulled out of Johnny's ass, we got a toy fire truck. No, why are we pulling it out of my ass? It's today on this guy on what he's pulled out of other people's asses, and I don't know why we need to go down the list. It's just making me uncomfortable. This is totally a ploy to get us to all use the app so they can remove more jobs. Yeah, to get us to use the app so they don't have to have people managing the drive-thrus and to get people to sign into and get used to using the app. Now we're going to offer door prizes, and then there you go. Now we're all on the app. Now nobody orders regular. They do say jacking it keeps prostate cancer away. Well, so I guess we know that the current King of England never masturbated then, because guess what he's dying of? I feel like maybe if he had spanked them, if he had spanked the Muppet a few more times, he might have made it. All right. Congrats again, Dong. Yeah, cats, King Kong Dong. Thanks. Sad but happy Dong watch is over for 30 days. At least for now. Johnny, toy fire trucks aren't the lab glass cure. I never said they were. Why do you assume that the cure always has to involve the butt? It's weird. It's weird. Weird. Just a touch strange. Thank you all very much. Where was I? Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta go back. We're gonna go back here. There we are. All right, so we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Thank you for being here on all 3 platforms. Love having you guys. We got like $40 in the goal if you can help towards that. It's pinned at the top of Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. We'll check those going forward. We do have the bits and the Rumble rants to add up at the end of the show. You forget Johnny Bryan wants to be his power. You forget Johnny Bryan wants to be his power bottom. I feel like nope. screwed something up there. We have scientifically proven that boofing ivermectin is the fastest way to the bloodstream. I'm not sticking. They're oral I take them orally. I'm not sticking them in the other end. Mr. Q. In England, I believe it's called buffing the bishop. Hold on, I gotta run off and polish the Protestant. Oh no. Now I'm trying. No, you know what? No, we don't need more nicknames. Johnny, you're a sexy bitch. I mean, I've been called worse. And if this whole ivermectin thing works out, yeah, I will be a sexy bitch. Thank you for that. Where are we over here? All right. So yes, the Labrador dude, Labradoodle. So Labrador, 24 years old. Posing as an Ohio high school student, he apparently could only make the JV soccer team. He tried out for the soccer team and only ended up making JV. But, damn, man. To the residents of Perrysburg, Ohio, his school pals, and the guardians who welcomed him in, Anthony Emmanuel Labrador Sierra was a 16-year-old human trafficking victim. There was just one problem. He was really 24 years old and had a baby with his ex-fiancée in a town over in Toledo. His scheme worked for over a year. The authorities falling for a birth certificate he produced, shaving 6 years off of his age. The Medfords called the school, in which turn called the police. They also searched his room, made unsettling discoveries, including a burner cell phone, fake ID, a semi-automatic pistol, and 3 loaded 9mm magazines, according to an arrest affidavit. The statement from the Perrysburg schools read in part that we have reviewed our enrollment process and confirmed we followed federal law. That doesn't really fix it, though. Schools are required to immediately enroll unaccompanied minors without requiring standard enrollment paperwork, while we were not required to. The school district did also obtain a birth certificate. Yeah, but it was all fake. So that's the weirdest part. So did he deliberately not make the varsity team, or is it he couldn't cut it even as a 24-year-old? Rob Carbone, great show. Well, thank you. You can't enroll a dog in school if they grade on a curve. The human students will seem incredibly stupid. Mussolini, if the cure for AIDS and Mpox is butt stuff, I think my source might be lying. I don't think either of those conditions were cured that way. I mean, fucking check with Magic Johnson, I guess, but I don't think that's how it went. I'm just going to say it now. His birth certificate was written in crayon. It said, I am 12. No, he shaved a good 6 years off his age. So that way he kind of fit like where he was supposed to be. I don't, all the people who tell me ICE is like way overboard and we should be worried, I'm like, right? Because we don't have anything to worry about with any of these illegal immigrants. None of them accidentally pull some shit. So, birth certificate. Can I enroll as a dog at a dog training facility? I mean, God, at this point, probably. It's a possibility, King Kong Dong. Enrolling as a dog might be an available thing. Because at this point, you can identify as whatever the fuck. But here's my question. Who's going to make the money for you to enroll in dog school? Most dog schools aren't paid for. You going to pay for your dog training? And are you going to commit? You going to go in first day, start sniffing all the dogs' butts? Let them sniff yours like everybody gets to know each other? Sadly, high schoolers are deceptively old-looking. It's scary as hell for horny college students. Okay. Look, I'm not saying the guy didn't have a good plan. I'm just curious what part of it honestly, the only part I'm really fixated on right now is what level of attempt did he make for the varsity team? Did he deliberately kind of hold back and not give her? Like, could he have made varsity if he cared, or was he just fucking a non-convincing 20-something in high school? I haven't seen that since the Twilight movies in some parts of West Virginia. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. He's not wrong. Let's catch up with the Rumble chat. God damn it, I hate digital shit. Yeah, dude, the McDonald's game is all digital shit. What about Marvin Gardens? I think they got rid of Marvin Gardens. It seems like they renamed a few. This is totally a ploy. Get us to use the app. Yep, Winnebago, it's not a prize at all. I think my mom's phone is slow because she has all the rewards apps. That will slow your phone down, especially if those apps are always running. Has the ER doc pulled the cure out of someone? Again, why do you think the cure is always in the butt? I thought they call them tallywhackers. Some people do. Must be young-looking 24-year-old. Hey, he wasn't that old-looking. They make the school district pay back all federal funds they receive for him. Money is the reason they didn't check his documents. Then, yeah, I agree with you. They should make him pay back all the federal funds. School districts are money-grubbing hoes. All they want are those sweet, sweet federal dollars. Which is why Donald Trump is getting what he wants with the whole, hey, you guys follow Title IX or we're going to pull federal funding, and then all of a sudden everybody's going along. My favorite Monopoly is Star Wars. I save my money for the Death Star. Did they ever do a Star Wars Monopoly in... Oh, wait, no. He's saying it's just his favorite Monopoly. For some reason I thought that went to McDonald's. Did they ever do a McDonald's Star Wars Monopoly? I have Star Wars Monopoly. I don't remember the Death Star being a property on Star Wars Monopoly. King Kong Dong College is a Ponzi scheme. At this point, yes. 4-year degrees and 6-year degrees very much seem like a Ponzi scheme at this point. Trade colleges seem to be the way of the future if you want to have a career. But overall, 4-year degrees. We're having more and more people that the 4-year degree they have is getting outmoded by AI. So what does it matter? What are you going to do with it? Nothing. You can't do anything with it. So why do you have it? Everybody should have just been a plumber. Hey, man, should have just been a plumber. Everybody poops. Johnny, what are you doing if you're start working again? You could just do whatever you want. I think maybe I'll just get a degree or whatever, a fucking license in being an electrician or a fucking plumber. Just call it a day. Everybody shits. Honestly, though, really, if the legs come back as well as the hand, dude, the hand is feeling good. Oh, that's trippy. I have to try and hold my hand together flat to push it to a point that it's normally not at when it's flat together, to really feel my hand and my body fighting back. That is so weird. I've been it's like a weight's lifted. I'm really hoping this isn't placebo, because if it is placebo, it means I'm mind-fucking myself into a cure, which means I had the potential to do that all along. So, AI can't pull toys. My kids flush. Right? AI can't unplug your toilet. I worry about the day we have a robot that can. But right now, the robots can't unplug your toilet. They can't rewire the electricity in your home. They can't build your house. Now, that last one, sadly, it might be the first one to go, because we're coming up with modular homing where fucking pretty soon you don't need people to build a house. So I promise you, if you have a robot that can unplug a toilet, it will quit the first time it comes over to my house, says Psycho. That is a bold promise, sir. I would say challenge accepted, but I do not have a shit-stirring robot. I have a shit-stirring co-host, and apparently he's getting slapped. So, oops-a-doodles. But yeah, I I don't see robot. I don't see, like, that's one of the weird things. Like, we're inventing these robots to do all this stuff. I don't see anyone inventing the robot to be a plumber, right? Like, we're inventing these humanoid robots, and eventually they will branch off into that area. It's inevitable. But I'm just saying, like, I don't see that as ever a plan. Like, and here we have the robot who will operate the plunger to aggressively push your human shit into the toilet. Like, it's just not a thing. 3D printed concrete houses. Doesn't NASA have a thing that, like, they're building, like, they designed and build devices that'll, like, pick up the materials and superheat them till they're like magma and pretty much lava rock homes on any planet with a 3D printer, like a giant 3D printer. Just goes over and it prints the thing, and then it cools, and it's got all the cutouts to just stick in, like, the windows and the airlock doors, and then boom, you're golden. It's crazy. Crazy stuff, the future. Make a robot that can unplug toilets, and Elon will take it further and make one for truck stops that breaks after the first attempt. I don't know why. I love that in this scenario now, we have decided we need the robot to fail versus human fecal matter. We need the robot to come up against the literal shit mountain and go, nope, can't climb that fucking hill. No, NASA has the cure for MS. It's a butt pill. I don't think it's a butt pill. I think it's ivermectin pills. Like, that's one of my projects this weekend. We're taking our first 5 days, because today's the first 5 days. We're going to put, like, week 1 on ivermectin, and I'll have to do really quick video snippets on the weekend, and then, like, we'll do, like, week 1 ivermectin, and I'll tell you where I'm at. Like, we'll show you where that's at, and I'll be like, at the end of week 1, like, when we started the ivermectin, I had this problem, that problem. Again, my hand feeling loose like it does. It's strange. I almost want to eat with chopsticks, if that makes any sense to you. I want to test myself on eating. And you know what? That's what we're doing tonight. We're making ramen. We're going all out. We're making ramen, making bomb ramen, and we're gonna try to eat with chopsticks. We're gonna see if we can last even 5 seconds. If I can get back to eating with chopsticks, I will be so happy. Oh, I've missed eating with chopsticks. AI lot lizards coming to glory holes near you. Lexi, I hear bull penis helps treat MS. Honestly, the ivermectin seems to be looking good. There are 2 specific gut bacteria known to contribute to MS. Look those up. Well, I'm guessing we've killed both of them right now with the ivermectin. Because, damn it, I'm doing good. And, like, it's weird because it's not like it's just everything's all better. It's just, again, if I could explain it, it's as if a force has been pushing against me. I feel like the force pushing against me has stopped. I have to build back up and recover, but I don't feel like I'm getting pushed against. It's supposed to. Ivermectin is supposed to do that. It's supposed to help you. It's supposed to help cure neurotic tissue. Well, we'll find out. Or necrotic tissue. I have necrotic tissue. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Has Johnny already thoroughly discussed? Yeah, pretty much. We got oh, you didn't think people. You didn't think the autistic spurgs of the internet weren't in here the minute. Like, I knew it was going to be a thing the minute I saw streams when I went to launch mine, just like these people are streaming. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Neurotic or necrotic, because if it was for neurotic tissue, we would give it a lot of women and dumb men. I misspoke, sir. I misspoke. I'm something of an autistic spurg myself. Well, don't worry. It sounds like you already know what's happened. And I, again, am continuing to apparently upset people with my hot take of it's not me, so I don't give a... I'll give a shit when it affects me directly. But since, again, no hand in this, no involvement in any of it, kind of don't care. Kind of got my own stuff, and I'm on a bit of a, like, I don't mean to be a dick, but I'm on a bit of a me trip right now today, because we're on day 2 of the ivermectin run, and it's going great. Our show goal is sitting at like 40 some bucks, and then if we get a donation on PayPal, Venmo, or Streamlabs, that could get knocked out at any time. We've got a couple of videos left. I've got 2 hours in the show. My hand's feeling awesome. I'm going to be raiding tonight. I've got 3 characters ready for normal level raid, 1 character ready for heroic. I've studied the fights. I'm up on all of the shits. I'm excited. I'm excited. Johnny's just jealous that he won't be the one with all you can eat dick. That's not true at all. Why would I don't want to eat dick. Why is that a thought you have? Hi guys, I'm sorry late. So bring us up to parody song I wrote for him tonight. I mean, that'd be funny. If he does, check him out on his show. You know, that's what I should have been. I'm an idiot. Well, we knew that, but I'm an idiot. I should have been saying that from the get-go. I will give a shit if his show isn't on tonight. Even then, I really won't give a shit, but like that's where I'll start to care. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who said you were raiding tonight? I signed up, Psycho, so I get to raid. I signed up on the sheet. You can't discriminate against handicapped people, Psycho. I am a well-known and well-documented cripple. If you discriminate against me, I will have the ASPCA, the AARP, the ABCDEFG, and probably even the IDF over there for FFS. You know what I mean? Might need a fecal transplant. Me? I don't know that I want to do that. You want to talk about gross ways to deal, like fecal transplant? Full frontal. I'm confused, but I'll send them anyway. I'll discriminate if I want to. Oh. Well, you know what? Fine. You know what? You don't have to take me. You can just take. You could take someone else instead. You know, just grab somebody else. Just I think there's like a DK or somebody I can suggest to you. You can maybe pick up. All right. Border Patrol agent. What do we get to next? We're kind of all over the place right now and could go to any. You know what? We've talked about enough butt stuff. Let's find out what the ER doctor is telling people the weirdest things he's pulled out of a patient's butt. All right. An ER doctor has gone viral for revealing. Okay, no, I want the video. I want the video. Don't tell me he's gone viral for revealing and then not give me the video.
I don't know what it is, but whenever I tell people I'm an emergency room doctor, they always ask me 2 things. What is the sickest thing you've ever seen? And what's the weirdest thing you've ever pulled out someone's butt?
All right. I think that says way too much about us as a society. This part here says way, way, way too much about us as a society.
They always ask me 2 things. What is the sickest thing you've ever seen? And what's the weirdest thing you've ever pulled out someone's butt?
See, the worst part is, like, I can think of right off the top of my head, Brian and Digger. Digger would ask, what's the sickest thing you've ever seen? Like, she would want to know. And then Brian would be like, what's the weirdest thing you've ever pulled out of someone's butt? Like, and that's sad. It's like, I don't like how much I believe him when he says that is what he gets approached and asked. And I go, yep, that tracks. That tracks. People want to know what's the grossest you've ever dealt with and what's the weirdest coming out of people's asses. Most WoW players are disabled, but not with MS, but instead, mysteriously, with morbid obesity, something about eating and not moving for several hours. Well, Mussolini Diff, I have to finish my daily quests on several characters, and then I've got to wait for the random event of the spawn time, and if the frickin' looking for raid groups would learn the fights before they join them, they wouldn't take so long. Real talk though, like going forward raiding, if the ivermectin God, dude, I'm feeling. I know the phrase "I'm feeling myself" will get misconstrued in this audience, but just to be clear, I'm feeling myself grow stronger in my hand. Like, oh yeah, I'm loving the fucking. So excited. This has to be the weirdest fucking thing a customer has ever heard coming out of the speakers of my truck ever. Dude, the speakers out of your truck. Are you driving somebody around right now and like they unfortunately are being exposed to this? Those poor bastards. Do gay men get boners during colonoscopies? Johnny. Again, why would you be asking me? I've never had a colonoscopy, nor am I gay. I mean, if you're saying that's what this guy gets asked, he's an ER doctor, so I guess maybe. Brian Rude. Lexi would ask, are you really a doctor or do you play one on TikTok? Moose leaned if a 6-pack of Bud Light they didn't want to share with friends and seem gay. Oh, no. So you're feeling your oats, says Mr. Q. Johnny's getting the power of Thor again. I don't know about the power of Thor, but Johnny thinks he might eat like ramen with chopsticks for like, I know this doesn't sound like any sort of fucking monumental milestone achievement to anybody here. But like the idea that I will be eating ramen with chopsticks tonight, just the fact that I'm attempting it is crazy. Like I would have told you like, nah, that's not going to be a thing. Johnny's going to get all Infinity Stones with his ivermectin. I mean, that could be worse. We know what Johnny's hand is doing after the stream. No. Once Digger gets back. Johnny, would you like many viewers? I mean, I don't mind. Let's make you popular. I don't know. Here, you go do that, and I'll say thank you. How does that sound? I'm not going to go to your website for it. I'm busy doing a show. And that show is again struggling against the grain. So we'll see how we do. Let's go again. Okay, so cat's out of the bag. Weirdest stuff out of the butt. God, I hate we're finding this out. Let's find out.
I see a lot of it. People come in with stuff up the butt. I see one of the most memorable ones was a guy came in, was...
The fuck was that?
Personal problems, which I always know is going to be usually butt stuff. I see him, and he says that he and his girlfriend got a little crazy last night, or maybe 2 days ago, put something up there, and he can't get it out. I said, no judgment.
What the?
This was a Yankee Candle. And I'm not talking about just a little baby.
Why is there an occasional fucking like horror movie beep noise? Like your audio sucks, dude. So a Yankee Candle, and when I'm talking about the desktop jar, he had that in his butthole. You know what it is? It's either because this is TikTok or it's because someone else's TikTok and this person's sharing it.
And not just the top, but the whole damn thing.
All right, you know what? I can't keep playing this video with that in the background. I have it. Ow, fucking ear rape. Right? I'm sorry. I dropped it down. That came out of nowhere and it didn't stop. I apologize so much. Balls deep. WoW is like butt sex. It's not about how unprepared or didn't. It's how long the struggle before the loot drops. We were at like that. So I think, you know what? We'll just fuck it. You know what? We'll round it out. I'm sure it'll find a way, some way. I have faith. So we'll say that's off. Then we're down to 50, which means we're at like possibly 35 or less. The kick bots are more entertaining than BYB. I don't know. I'll be honest. I haven't paid attention to BYB in a while either. I haven't been paying attention to a lot of people on the internet. I jumped in and saw Lemmy. She seemed like she's doing okay. And I left that and then went back on my way. I'm pretty happy with how things are. Pumpkin spice. I don't know. What scent was the candle? I want to know, but I don't want to play that clip again because of, as Lexi put it, fucking ear rape. Like, I don't want to do that again. Aliens from outer space are interrupting the recording because they want to be the only one to insert strange objects anally. I3 is getting closer, by the way. 3-Eye Atlas. Yeah, dude, let's check out my 3-Eye Atlas. Same, Johnny. I watch you and Aaron, and that's it. Well, that's not a good thing. Should diversify more than that, my friend. But I'd say ultimately caring deeply about any of the people you're watching online, probably not the best move. As a whole, believing in them or putting them up or down above your expectations, it always becomes a you thing. It ends up just bringing the worst out of you. Best to just let it go and focus on being a better you is probably always the way to go with it. Let's go 3-Eye Atlas and see if we have I need to make like a sounder for this 3-Eye Atlas updates because we've been following this for a little bit. 3-Eye Atlas latest news. 3-Eye Atlas latest news. All right, we've got a 14-minute clip about what they aren't telling you.
So 2 months ago, scientists detected something strange entering our solar system. A massive object out near Jupiter heading on a trajectory.
I like that that's what they aren't telling you about 3-Eye Atlas. This came out when 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. What they aren't telling you. It's 14 minutes long. Dude, we already know about 3-Eye Atlas and the whole, like, it got found, all right? Just get to the what they're not telling us part.
And it's traveling faster than any interstellar visitor ever detected. Almost 60 kilometers per second. And so immediately, people started to speculate. Was it a comet or an alien space?
All right, so that first one, I'm going to be honest, that did look like a giant floating space cock.
This may actually be a piece of alien technology.
NASA detected a mysterious object.
Holy shit, Dennis Leary's been given new life. Oh my God, he's Benjamin Button Dennis Leary.
Toward Earth.
And maybe it's changing direction now and heading to Earth.
Do you hear about that fucking object that's hurtling towards Earth?
Controversial Harvard physicist R.V. Lowe published a paper within...
I mean, controversial. Like, I believed a lot of what this guy was saying too, but then I looked into it. This guy's one of the first people to scream aliens. So I don't know. I also watch Asmongold, which is like watching someone with Black Plague trying to red pill people. Just installed a new cutting blade on the skid steer bucket. $177 for the blade, $40 for the new bolts, and I bought some extra hydraulic for $411. Now I feel poor. Well, hey, if it makes you feel any better, I couldn't afford any of that. They started working on us after we started lighting off nuclear bombs. The rectum stores radiation, so they carved that out. The lucky ones only get probed. Dear Lord, we left the ER doctor, but we kept the butt stuff. It's strange. The fuck is, though he was aging like shit at first. The alien technology are going to Area 51 to get their shit back. I mean, makes more sense. It's our ride coming to pick us up and take us back home. Somehow I don't believe that. But we need to know how many people are putting hamsters in their ass, says Wild Saffron. Well, it sounds like the weirdest thing. I feel like I don't like that I'm going to say this. I really don't like that I'm going to say this. I feel like on the hierarchy of butt stuff, you have inanimate objects and you have living beings, right? Like living creatures. So if you're putting something that's alive up your butt, that, like, I don't care how big the thing that isn't alive that goes up your ass. Nope, I'm sorry. Nope, oh, it was like a whole size, like a big Yankee candle and the top. This guy had an entire fucking pack of rodents, all right? Like he was smuggling them out of Petco because he didn't want to pay. That would be like the weirdest shit ever. Like he just walks in, goes to the rodent aisle, just unhooks one of the tubes on the cage, just Thump. Just puts it in his butthole. Just waits for a couple of contenders. Like, all right, and now I've got new pets. Let's leave. What's wrong with you, sir? 3i is actually a DEI pilot that took a wrong turn. Well, you know, that would be fitting. Why are we putting things up there? I'm going to say this once. Butts are exit only. Apparently not. Apparently, they're not exit only, and a lot of people want to know, when you're an ER doctor, strangest shit you found in someone's pooper. Like, again, I don't know why people want to know that. That's actually the more disconcerting part. Like, the ER doctor having had to deal with some, you know, wackadoo who's like, hey, I've got a fucking Thomas the Toy Train engine and I want to shove it up my ass. Like, him having to deal with that, that's fine. But the idea that, like, no, you know, I go out in public and people ask, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm an ER doctor. And they're like, oh, what's the weirdest shit you've pulled out of people's asses? It's the expectation that I think says way more about our society than any of us want it to. I want to be up Johnny's butt. Well, you know what? I don't want anyone up my butt, but I do want to. I got a message from my lady. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. I do want to check and see if we have any more donations. We're trying to hit... Oh, no network connection. What? You got to have a network connection. You're updating. You can't do that and tell me you have no network connection and then be updating. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Q with $10. I saved $10 with my John Deere rewards today. So here's a tiny bit that I saved out of my $400. Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Q. I appreciate you helping us out with that. So that $10 puts us down there at 40, which means with Rumble and Twitch, we're looking at like $25, $30, and we're all good for today. So we'll see how we go. The only thing I want from Johnny is his coal futon. There is no coal in the futon. It's just a futon. Why is it this chat is ass stuff or jizz? It's what makes you think it's just this chat? Like I'm gonna be honest. What makes you think, like, do you really honestly believe just this chat, butt stuff or jizz? Just this chat. No. It's called the internet, St. Caesar. The only thing I want from Johnny, but the best is when you watch those Border Patrol videos and someone is smuggling something rectally only to be pulled for a cavity search and learn that they were smuggling wasn't even illegal. Sir, do you mind explaining to me why you have an economy travel size bottle of Pantene Pro V in your shitter? I thought I'd get in trouble. No, we allow shampoo here. Psycho. Johnny, then how did you send me a picture of a hole in your futon? I actually didn't. Oh, but Psycho, I did share the picture you shared or someone else shared with me about wheelchair Spider-Man. So that was awesome. So thank you. Space Marine 2 is 50% off Steam. Oh, I didn't know. Be nice if I could afford such things. I'm going to be cutting back on extra expenditures all over because I'm going to save up and try and put money together and hopefully have tax season come around and bail me out to buy a new PC so I can play WoW on like top levels. That was somebody from Discord. All right, well, then I shared their picture. What do you want from me? LOL, you think they shower? What are you smuggling that's not illegal in your butt? Like I don't know. I don't do any illegal smuggling. I don't know what the illegal smuggling objects are. I don't know what of them would be butt like friendly. So I just kind of just look, I'll be honest. I pulled that scenario out of my ass. Oh my God. Other than the money thing today is being awesome. You guys are great. Let's keep going. What are we watching? Oh yeah, what we're not knowing about 3i Atlas.
2 weeks of its detection, theorizing about how this object, 3i Atlas, might be an alien technology, potentially even hostile. So over the last few weeks, we have been modeling the entire system, pulling information from every observatory on Earth, tracking the object to ultimately try and answer the question, what actually is 3I Atlas? 3I Atlas was discovered on July 1st by NASA's Atlas Survey Station
the discovery,
in Chile. The 3I,
the paper,
because it's the third ever interstellar object we've detected.
Alien
that just
versus
means it
comet.
came from outside of our solar system, a visitor from beyond.
Let's try that. Alien versus comet.
Or a comet. So how can we determine which one it is? The key is really looking.
All right, look, I'm going to say I like the whole it's an alien spacecraft idea too, but if what the recent information I've heard is accurate, then probably not.
For the tail and the coma, comets normally have these characteristic features of dust and gas that is being pushed off the surface of the comet by solar radiation. The tails often point away from the sun. If it was an alien spacecraft, it should be doing all kinds of crazy things, like speeding up, slowing down, flashing lights. You get the point. And if it was aliens...
Well, hold on. Why does it have to have flashing lights? What if the aliens don't see the same way we do? What if they have some sort of weird echolocation? What, like we're people that see in a physical photonic spectrum, but that's not necessarily to say everybody is.
Sure, they'd want
3I Atlas would make a great rock band name. I mean, I don't know. This guy sucks. This guy makes this boring. That's why I'm jumping around.
Because only about 20% of you are actually subscribed to the channel.
Who gives a shit who's subscribed to your channel?
Is over here, and it kind of looks like there's a tail of material being ejected in the direction of the sun. Now, Avi Loeb jumped on this piece of evidence, saying there was very little dust being shed. If it were a comet, then the solar radiation would be pushing particles out into the expected trail. And since we don't really see a clear tail, it might not be a comet. Even weirder, around this same time, different observatories like JWST were noticing that the comet appeared to be emitting a cloud of CO2 that extends for hundreds of thousands of kilometers out. In comets, we typically see a water vapor gas trail, and this was either absent or only present in really low quantities. Just after this detection, someone asked Avi what he thought the chances were that 3I Atlas really is aliens. He responded, 60%. Okay, just before I put it all together and show you our simulation of...
We were getting close.
Now, if we want to know for sure what 3I Atlas actually is, then we need to get up close and personal and take better pictures. But the path the object is taking through our solar system means it never really comes that close to the Earth, around 1.8 AU at its closest approach, where 1 AU is just the distance from the Earth to the Sun. By this point, everything had really started to heat up. Avi was basically the face of 3I Atlas, constantly doing interviews discussing it. And I started to receive messages every day from people, even friends, asking me if 3I Atlas was actually an alien spacecraft. As we entered September, we started to get a more complete view of what was actually happening out there in space. I've put together data from 14 observatories around the world to give you the most complete view of what a solar system like this on an extremely hyperbolic orbit. It definitely came from outside the solar system. That is not up for debate. It's about 5 degrees from the ecliptic plane of the solar system, something like this. Certainly not common, but not definitive proof that it's an alien spacecraft. It's going to travel like this, through our solar system, passing just 29 million kilometers from Mars on October 3rd, but never getting too close to the Earth. Later, it even passes pretty close by Jupiter. Now let's take a closer look at the object itself.
Again, what the is this thing? And then comet's name is Bada Bing Biden. They use stone, cement, if you will, perfect for living in the black. The engine is antimatter reactor using element 115 and an island of stability until messed with. Sounds like a big chunk of metal to me. That's what I'm thinking it is, but they're like, his chances of getting laid, better off trying the lottery, my guy. All the talk of dust and gas flying out the back end. It's definitely what's left of my sanity floating in orbit, says Psycho. I'm sorry, buddy. King Kong Dong, he thinks women are icky. Who does? I don't know who we're talking at all. I don't know. TMZ will get the best picture of 3I Atlas as it leaves its 5-star hotel. It's a petrified space turd. There's a good one. This guy reminds me of South Park doing GOT. This is stupid, says Brian.
And a nice commentary tape.
How did it survive coming into the solar system? Didn't Voyager reach a wall of like 10,000 degrees? Yeah, but that's of radiation.
unmistakable evidence that it's an interstellar comet. And that tail
So-
is getting brighter as it gets closer to the sun. Hubble's first view spotted signs of a dust trail, but by late August, Gemini South had seen that tail grow to be longer and the cone
All
was
right,
expanding.
yeah, all right, so
Again, classic.
who cares? Hyperbolic movement or hyperbolic opinion? I don't know. Hyperbolic movement? That's the phrase I keep hearing? I'll say this for someone who's like, what they're not telling us or whatever, like, you really sandwich that into just a lot of talking. And I don't know that I could give that much of a shit. Oh, I thought this was a video. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have. That is dreadful. That is disgusting. How did it survive coming to the solar system? I'm hitting on my bet that he's a virgin. Maybe. I don't know. Hyperbolic time chamber. That's one way you could do it. It's one way you could do it with a hyperbolic time chamber. Three-eyed alien hoax. If it was real, they wouldn't be talking about it. They'd keep all information classified. I'm betting this will be all revealed as a bunch of bullshit. Well, Wild Saffron, like I said, the big day of, if you will, is Saturday, October 4th, when it blows by Mars. It's gonna come within. It's gonna come by and kiss the Mars orbit, and we'll be able to get some pictures of it, and then it'll blast its way out of the solar system. And if it never turns around, then yeah, it's definitely nothing. BB started it. Oh, dude, how messed up is that? I'd never heard the lapel mic explosion theory for Charlie Kirk, but I can't deny. When I did hear the lapel mic explosion theory, and they just went, Israel's blowing up people with pagers, I'm like, fuck, they're right. They have. Now I can't be like, it's so unheard of. It's a one-eyed, one-hard, and flying purple people. Oh, one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. I guess we're not talking about anymore Epstein list. Oh, dude, we're not talking about Epstein. We're not talking about the truth behind Charlie Kirk. We're not talking about Israel bombing Qatar. It's all aliens. It's the Three-Eye Atlas and the guy keeping the alien in his fucking aquarium tank. Which, again, I'm sorry, that dude, like, you fucking jumped the shark, man. At first, you could have been like, look, we got a meteorite. It's growing an alien. And I don't know how they made this fake alien thing. But they kept pushing this, and they kept pushing the bounds. And it's like they do the stupid shit. He's keeping the alien on a dinner plate in a safe, but he's also keeping his coins and his money in there. Like, apparently he doesn't want to risk anyone getting his cash, so he's letting the alien guard it. Then he sent samples off to people supposedly to be studied. I've not heard a single person saying they've studied the alien sample. And then he's got pictures of it swimming in the water, and I'm like, all right, fuck off. You are so full of shit. All right. Chat looks great, y'all. Keep up the good work. Much love, Dr. T. Russell Grammer. Well, or Dr. Russell T. Grammer. Excuse me, I can't read. If it magically turns around... Wait, where was that? If it magically turns around in orbit, I'm going to start shoving stuff up my butt so I don't get probed. Guys, I need somebody to convince Psycho that it's turning around in orbit. Well, that's actually kind of the scary part. If it were to perform like a deceleration turn maneuver to like get into Earth's orbit, the ideal spot would be while it's behind the sun, so we won't see it. And we don't hear anything about Venezuela being attacked by the U.S. military or all the wonderful things that are going on in Southwest Asia right now. Right? Because we're too obsessed with whether or not this giant space turd is an alien. And I won't lie, I'm one of those people. Wait, why are we sampling aliens like the bourbon chicken in the Crossroads Mall? Wait, you can sample that shit? The Epstein list is fake, and Tyler Robinson can 360 no-scope with ease. BB said so, so it must be true. And I mean, he wouldn't lie. He's just our general overlord. Baby xenomorphs will reign on us all. I haven't seen the Alien Earth series on FX. Is it any good? I've seen stuff about it, like weird, like eyeball aliens and other like alien creatures, and I'm like, do I really want to? I don't think I do, but we'll see. I like to picture my Jesus as Oz, laser engraving alien asses and right-wing shell casings that will never be used. Dear Lord, Rusty Grammar. It's really good, says Fettuccine El Poo-Poo. It's not Alien or Aliens. Hard pass, says Ain't Aaron. Well, here's the thing. I've liked the universe, and I know we're not going to get any more Alien versus Predator movies, apparently. Like, the new Predator Badlands is nothing to do with aliens, other than the fact that he's carrying a Weyland-Yutani droid, which was the very disappointing part. He's not going to be fighting any aliens. We just have a droid from Weyland-Yutani. And like, oh, great. Awesome. The TV show was really good. I might try to find a way to watch that. New mRNA spike protein coming in the petrified space turd express. Stop at an Earth biolab city near you. Oh, yay, I can't wait. Oops, meant that for Rumble, but I'll go home now. It's fine. You know what? Just fucking throw in towards the goal. We're looking at kissing that baby through the window. With $25, not $400. Dumbass. Erase that zero. So and let's make sure we're not missing those over there. I don't want to miss anybody that we've gotten. And we're covered. Great. Awesome. All right, live. Aliens, second one, says Saint Aaron. I like Aliens way better than Alien. Alien I view as like good in the sense that it helped launch the whole franchise, but Aliens, like the sequel, Aliens, was way better. Way better, just from a movie standpoint. Which like you had, like in the first one, you had a lot of fear elements, but the big fear in Alien was not knowing where the creature was. And then the part with Aliens that was really great was that you knew there was more to them than you've ever seen. Like, this is where they came from. So now we get to see Mom and the rest. And like, it's kind of, I don't know, I liked that. Plus, I can't deny the cast was pretty stacked. Bill Paxton, what's his nut that dies in everything? And that other guy was there too. How do you not love that other guy? That's what I'm saying. Predators was at 2016 best the franchise bar none. Was that the one on the planet? That was a pretty good one. Also, any other news from the 275 feds on the 6th? No, they're pretty much keeping that one. We're not going to do anything about that. We're going to announce that it's been revealed that almost 300 plainclothes FBI agents were on the ground at January 6th in the events preceding it and leading up to it. But yeah, we're not going to do anything. What, did you think we were going to hold somebody accountable? Bill Paxton, what's his nut, and that other guy, an all-star cast. Yeah, it really was. It was the best of the best. Aliens is the best, and everything sucked after the second one. I'll say Alien, like the third Alien movie, not my favorite. What's the one that happened on the spaceship with Winona Ryder? That's like Alien 4 or whatever. That one sucked. Ron Perlman couldn't save that movie, but goddamn if he didn't try. What's the autism superpower Predator movie? I might watch that. I think that was just... God, it was a reboot of the Predator franchise. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. But I did like that movie. I liked that movie because Thomas Jane. Like, Thomas Jane's character in that movie was just awesome. Ooh. Fanatical Bucks fan with an idea. We could play Spot the Fed if someone compiled a photo book of January 6th. That could be an interesting one. Aliens is the best, and everything sucked after the second one. I wouldn't say everything sucked, but I will say Aliens was the best. I thought Prometheus was good, and I don't know what the one after Prometheus was, but yeah, I thought Prometheus. There you go. Michael Biehn, Lance Hendrickson, Bill Paxton, Paul Reiser. The autistic predator movie is just called The Predator. Okay. The Alien series is missing an in-depth look into the creators of the xenomorphs. Well, we kind of got a little bit of that with Prometheus and the other one. Alien Earth is supposed to happen 2 years before the original Alien movie. But that doesn't make sense, because when Alien 2, like, she's on a space station overlooking Earth. Like, she's back at Earth. Wasn't she? I have a guilty pleasure in Alien Resurrection, mostly because Joss Whedon wrote it. Alien Resurrection, that's the one. That's the fourth one. I like a lot of parts about that movie. Fucking love Winona Ryder. But, like, there's a lot about that movie that's just, oh, that's rough. I don't know. Alien Resurrection had a lot of great moments, though. I did not hate Alien Resurrection. Prometheus could have used a sequel. Well, there's a group of people. I thought Prometheus had a sequel. There's a group of people that go to, like, one of the founder planets, and they find what's-his-nut, the robot guy, and he's doing shit. I thought Prometheus had a sequel. Jacob Chansley did nothing wrong. I don't even know who that is, Rusty Grammar. Khaki, I'm going to have to take away your khakis, Grandma. What? Remember the meme of them all wearing khaki pants and the same sunglasses? Now I don't. Oh, the feds. We're moving way too fast. Winona Ryder aged well. Dude, anyone who's seen the 10, Winona Ryder, or dude, have you seen the Beetlejuice sequel? Damn, Winona Ryder stood up to the test of time and came out swinging. We haven't finished our second hour story, so we got a little bit of ways to go through there. We'll check to see where we're at on the Venmo and the PayPal here to see if there's been any further movement on those, so we don't miss anybody. Would hate to do that. Seems like I did. I missed somebody. There's a day from Daddy Lab. So we're moving the day over to tomorrow. We're on October 4th at $40 before we subtract Rumble and Twitch for today. So let me go to October 1st here, and thank you, Daddy Lab Glass, for that amazing contribution. October 1st, and little controlled burn for that amazing immense support. Thank you very much, Lab Glass, for helping the program. Skated over to another day. Anything else you guys throw in, again, knocks us off to tomorrow's goal. And you know what? Even though they're all kind of pieces of garbage, don't really mean it. Like, hey, thanks for throwing in on the show. I know you did it only so you could highlight your victory dance over somebody else. But hey, thanks for throwing in the show. I appreciate that. I appreciate that the show gets going, even if you're being a dog shit piece of ass while you do it. I got into the Alien and Predator novels more than I should have in my early 20s. I've got a pile of them over there. They're not even mine. Somebody else had them, and they floated into my purview, and now I have them, and I've read them. I'm very excited for Badlands if it's done right, but I kind of don't think it will be. But there are parts about it that I think are awesome. And again, thank you, Daddy Lab Glass. Here we go, a little controlled burn on behalf of Lab. You can read barely. Like, not really well. Like, if they're IKEA instructions, probably. Mussolini, if the alien movies introduced me to biomechanical artwork of H.R. Geiger. Yeah, dude. He's the one who designed the xenomorphs, right? At Balls Deep. Wait, there were novels. Yeah. There's a lot. The Aliens and the Predator universes have several novels. There's a novel, one of the ones I'm remembering the most of right now. A black lady pretty much goes and lives with the predators. Pretty much becomes a predator. Kind of fucking... Geiger is a fellow Thelamite. I don't know what that is. So I can't support or deny. Let's catch this quick here. Car keys. Okay. Wild Saffron telling Rusty Grandma, don't pick on me or I'll mad at you, Sonny. That's not right. Jacob Chansley is Q Shaman. Oh, I didn't know that. I'll just run for governor of Michigan and increase the estate tax to 1,000%, so the rest of the kids have to pay in to Daddy Rusty. I mean, that seems like a lot. Yeah, normally I couldn't do that. Politicians are dirty. I'll never sell my soul to damn Debbie. Damn Deeple. I don't know what that is. Religion started by Aleister Crowley. Thelema, Greek for will. Started by Aleister Crowley, you say. Umans are soft prey, and the interaction between the three species is done very well. Oh, yeah. The aliens are hard prey, and I don't remember what they think of predators. I got into Alien Predator novels. I think you lab blast. The movies introduced me to biomechanical stuff. Yes, pretty good ones. You're missing out, dude. They're the best books you could read. They're far better than the movies. I don't know if I'd say they're far better than movies. I'm a visual person, and so for me, books, even when they're very descriptive, less awesome than movies to me. But I will say for this, the books definitely paint richer pictures than the movies do. Can we be honest about Aliens versus Predator Requiem? Whoever the fuck the photographer, like the director of photography on that, did somebody forget to tell you that most shots need to be lit? I mean, I get this is dark and it's in the sewers and the caves and at night and right, but the movie shouldn't be pitch black. I hate that movie's lighting so bad. The movie itself is okay, but have you ever tried Reese's Oreos? No, that sounds like a blasphemous thing. Our holy books is Liber al vel legis. All right. They are great, but it's instant diabetes, and I tell my girlfriend's kids that every time they eat the damn things. Every time they eat the what's. She's not black. She's Asian. Oh, I'm sorry, Mad Max Morgan. She's Asian. I got that wrong. I'm going to be honest. I haven't committed the books to memory. They're over there, and it's been a while. Cheap followers on Streamboo. I've never been to Streamboo. I'm not worried about it. I'm cheap enough. I don't need cheap followers. In fact, I need very, very not cheap followers who splurge on the show to keep it going, like Labglass and others who helped knock out our goal today. Thank you very much. Lighting costs more. Yeah, apparently it does. And I guess Alien versus Predator Requiem was so low budget they did the whole thing with a fucking flashlight because it sucks. The lighting in that movie blows chode. I hate it. They finally had a movie with the Predator alien and they blew it with fucking bad lighting. All right, dear Lord, of course it's Russian. All right, guys, I know a lot of people here like playing the pimple popper game. Well, a Russian man had a hulking tumor the size of his head that he had to have surgically removed from his neck after more than a decade of not using after more than a decade of using failed home remedies in the hopes that it would go away on its own. The 65-year-old resident of the city of Kirov lived with the ever-growing tumor, which weighed down on the base of his neck for a staggering 16 years. Doctors in Kirov Regional Clinical Hospital were amazed as the patient explained that he had tried using simple ointments to treat the tumor with zero success. Usually such tumor grows slowly and painfully. So many patients postpone a visit to a specialist hoping that the formation will disappear on its own. Igor Poprin? You can't be Igor Poprin. That's the head of the surgical department. Your name is Poprin, and you're taking care of that? Dude, this is just all... Dear Lord. Like, I get hoping that you can deal with it. How do you let it get that far? God damn. That's a psycho. That's a big testicle. Ryan Dirty Llama. Psst. Hey, Johnny. Looks left and right. Come on. Get us in on some of that sweet ivermectin, yeah? Quaid! What about Randy Quaid? That's Randy Quaid? Edgar, your head is hanging off your bones. Who's Quaid? AVP Requiem was a decent PSP game. Fun times. It was a PSP game? Crazy. Lighting costs more. You ain't wrong. Yeah, that is a big testicle. It is a ginormous... Dude, what the fuck? This is what happens when, for 16 years, you say, no, I'll try the homeopathic option. What happens if it gets a little bigger? Like, he's had it so long that it started causing skin irritations on the underside of hanging on his back. Like, the sweat and stuff that builds up here has started causing skin irritations and discolorations. Like, what is it? Just like, it's just a tumorous mass, or it's not a tumor. Oh wait, yeah, it is. Right? It's not a tumor. Yeah, everybody's doing it. It's not a tumor. It's another person growing out of you. Yeah, it turns out he was born as a twin, and he absorbed his twin in the womb, and now 65 years later, the twin has decided he wants out of the arrangement. And look, he gave it a run, a solid 65 years, and he's like, this, I'm out. Real talk, buddy. Did you let this go, like, for the first, because 16 years is a long time. Did you let this go, like, after you were, like, 3 or 4 years in, did you decide to give it a decade to see if it grows a face? Like, I don't know. She loves me for my hump. My lovely neck bump. Why would you do it? Why would you do such a thing? Dear God. Oh, I can't. Honestly, I want to know, who are the people around you that just tolerated this? I would go insane. You would have to keep sharp objects away from me, because at some point I would go like crazy and I'd be like, no, we have to cut it off. Balls deep. Best Halloween costume ever. Oh. Return trip. He should have bought those big sticky googly eyes and stuck a pair on the back of it. Just put a hat over it and a little chat bubble that says doggo doesn't die. Best Halloween. He could have put some googly eyes and drew a face on the thing and then married the other girl with 2 heads. Dude is LARPing as a creature from Silent Hill. Dude is LARPing as Clayface splitting into a second person. I love how they drew on the neck here to signify where they're going to cut. They didn't know which part to keep. Dear Lord. The worst part about this is, like, they do this and then they got to stitch them up. Oh. Do you ask them to keep the tumor? Is that the actor from 300 that betrayed King Leonidas? Actually, yeah, we have an earlier view of him. Oh, now it won't let me. What? Why won't you let me go to YouTube? There we go. No, why is it on Twitch? Screw it. The bit's dead now. It went to Twitch and not YouTube. F you. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. All right. Oh, dude. Nuke asteroid before it potentially hits the moon. Asteroid 2024 YR4 is heading right for us, at least right for our moon. 24 YR4 has a measly 4% chance of striking our moon in 2032, which isn't a lot, but it's not negligible either. The asteroid could leave a crater about a kilometer wide and launch 100 million kilograms of rock into space. That debris is what NASA scientists are super worried, because that much gravel traveling that fast is problematic for our satellites. That is why, according to The Independent, some astronomers, including a few from NASA, want to send nuclear bombs into space and blow up the asteroid. All right. I thought this was 3i Atlas related. It's an entirely different asteroid, but we want to blow that up. Okay. So, we just blow that up then. Do we have like an after picture? How did the surgery go? The tumor was identified as a benign lymphoma, a fatty lump that typically grows while sandwiched between the skin and a layer of muscle. Lymphomas typically remain doughy and grow between an inch or two, but can continue to grow and even spiral in some cases, according to the Mayo Clinic. If the lymphoma grows, then no ointments or folk remedies will help. The only effective treatment is surgical removal. The Russian man's tumor was far more precarious than most because of its location near clusters of major blood vessels and nerves, namely his cervical plexus, which connects to the spinal cord. The surgery required near-perfect precision. Doctors tried to draw a line to estimate where the man's neck should be without the tumor. He had to lay on his side throughout the entire procedure since he couldn't safely rest on his back. Oh, I can't imagine why. Why couldn't he rest on his back? It's the giant head he had on there. He distracts criminals with his decoy head while law enforcement executes a pincer attack. We just watched a huge asteroid hit the moon not too long ago, I thought, says Mr. Q. Well, apparently there's another one. We can't risk it. Psycho, you could live without a spinal cord. I don't know many people that have done it. No, actually, I'm not. So, but you knew that. So there we go. There we go. I just don't care. Okay, almost Dan, but not quite. Yeah, actually, it had nothing to... This is the ironic part of it. The title has nothing to do with that, because I am so far removed that wasn't even a thought process. Didn't know it was a thing. Don't care. But see you later. I'm a Fem74, a passionate gamer who loves this game. You love this game, Young 11? 111? I'd love to stream. I'd love to team up for some matches. I'm also a streamer. Feel free to. I didn't know I'm playing a game right now. Wonder if that's a bot. A passionate gamer who loves this game. I just read a New York Post article about a guy with a giant neck tumor. You love this game?